Thank you all for being here. It sure is a great honor to be here with you among friends and allies to speak to you today. I will be brief. I know you're all standing out here shivering like I am, but that shows dedication, the fact that you be here anyway. Politics is, someone wisely told me once that politics is simply the adjudication of power. It's the exercising of governmental force. Now, corrupt governments, they lust for power without accountability. Hitler wanted it. Joseph Stalin wanted it. Mao wanted it. Today, Barack Hussein Obama, he wants it too.
Yeah. That's right.
And we call this unbridled power tyranny. Tyranny is an infectious disease. It's only held at bay by two powerful barriers, a moral barrier and a physical barrier. America today is in a great struggle, not in a struggle between Republicans and Democrats, not a struggle with foreign powers such as the Islamic State. America's struggle today is over whose right it is to decide what goes for law in this country. Who lives, who dies, what may a person lawfully do or not do, who may marry, who is the final authority to decide these things. Is it man or is it God? Our founding fathers believed that God invented human rights, not government. If this is true, then no government can take away these human rights. The first and supreme human right is the right to life and self-defense. I believe in this same supreme being that our founding fathers believed in, a God who made an absolute law which even we legislators in this chamber must follow. If our laws violate His supreme law, then our laws are not laws. Those laws are illegitimate. They're nothing but acts of sedition against the Most High God. If you value your liberty, you must hold to an absolute moral standard, or the strongest and the most ruthless men will decide how you may live or if you may live. Besides this moral barrier to tyranny, you also carry a physical one, and it's called a gun. America has a double layer of national defense, an official organized military and an armed citizenry that is willing to fiercely defend our own lives and property equally against invasion by foreign enemies or by agents of our own governments. Only a Hitler, Stalin, Mao, or Obama would distort these words. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms, shall not be infringed. Today, your own state government infringes on your right to keep and bear arms, right here in South Carolina. You're required to ask your state government for permission before you may carry a concealed weapon in self-defense. Getting this plastic permission slip can be a lengthy 6-month process at best, costs money and hours of your time. This is wrong. No government licensing program will keep guns out of the hands of the criminal and deranged in our society. What will it do to make government fatter and discourage? What it will do is make government fatter and discourage responsible, law-abiding citizens like yourself from carrying weapons for their own self-defense. Enough's enough. 3 days ago, I filed House Bill 3716, the South Carolina Constitutional Carry Act of 2015. When this bill is signed by the governor, if you want to concealed carry, a concealed carry permit will not be required. If you want to, assuming you're authorized to do this, if you want to park in or under the Capitol grounds, and you have a firearm locked in your vehicle, a concealed carry permit will not be required. Likewise on parks or school grounds, if you have a concealable weapon locked in your car, a concealed weapon permit will not be required. Concealed carry on private property, a concealed weapons permit will not be required. Concealed carry at rest stops, concealed carry permit will not be required. Concealed carry while hunting, a concealed carry permit will not be required. Judges wishing to concealed carry in South Carolina will no longer have to have a concealed carry permit. And finally, it does retain the concealed weapons permit for those of you who do want to have that official permission slip so that you can carry legally in other states. And I am glad that we're we have a bill. I'm very glad that Mr. Clemens is introducing a bill to expand the reciprocity that we have with other states. That is something that is long, long overdue. Now, this is South Carolina. We love our guns, right?
Right.
That's right. So that means this bill's going to be a shoo-in, right? Well, you should be concerned about your state government's lust for power. Over the last 4 weeks, we've been busy on something we call ethics reform. Now, under this new reformed ethics code, if you file one too many FOIA requests, Freedom of Information Act requests, to get information from your state government or local government, if you file one too many, your government can drag you to court. Did you know that?
No. Too much freedom.
Too much freedom. What is that? What is too much freedom? If you file a complaint against a judge that's found to be groundless, you might go to jail. And guess who decides what groundless means? If you accuse a lawmaker of unethical behavior, you may be threatened with prosecution by the Attorney General. And last, if you distribute information critical of a lawmaker's stance on his gun issues, you'll have to tell them who funds you. Now, does that sound like a state government that wants less power or more power?
More
power.
I thought so. And my fellow South Carolinians, we must not bow in subservience to tyranny, whether it is from Washington, D.C. or whether it's from Columbia, South Carolina. Now, I'm going to need your help getting this bill out of committee and onto the House floor for an up or down record vote. So if you would, I've been watching, I see a lot of cell phones out here. Go ahead, pull out your cell phone right now. Get ready to send me a text message. My number is 864-245-5885. I want you to send me your name and email address, and I will send you instructions on how you can help. We've got to tell the members of the House Judiciary Committee and the Chairman Greg Delaney, that we need a hearing on this bill, and I'm going to need your help with that. I plan to talk to him this week, and but I'm one voice. My number is 864-245-5885. Send me your name and email address and a text message, and I will make sure you have instructions. I'll get you Chairman Greg Delaney's name, number, best way to reach these folks, and a list of the committee members. So thank you so much. If you didn't have a cell phone and you couldn't text me, just see me, grab me sometime before you leave here today. I'll be here for a while. But thank you so much for coming out. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being here on a cold day to show your support for the Second Amendment. God bless you all.